What's good, YouTube? It's your boy KeyDaFreak. Let me make sure my mic working. It's working? Okay, it's working. Let's do it. Is it in the right setting? Yes, it is. Let's do it. But you know what I'm saying? It's your boy KeyDaFreak, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, because it's free. I ain't gonna lie, I just had a W screen, bro. I love all y'all who stopped by the screen, bro. We just had a W screen, W story time. If y'all want to go check that out, I dropped the story time on screen, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Y'all just skip to the end for the story time, bro. I was telling the story, you feel me, about what happened and shit. W screen, though, bro. W screen. That's all I know. If you was in the chat, spam W screen down in the comments, man. This disturbing last scene CCTV security footage of missing persons. You feel me? Cairo, you hooked me up with this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Cairo always hooking me up with the scary vids. So y'all, you know what I'm saying, show appreciation to Cairo because, bro, he be sending them bitches to me for me to react to them, gang. If it don't be for Cairo, I probably won't react to as many as I do. Y'all can send me some too, bro. You know, but Cairo, bro, you be sending me bangers, bro. You be sending me bangers. So we reacting to this for y'all boys, man. Y'all go grab y'all popcorn. Y'all go hit that like button. Spam the like button. Y'all spam the comments, man. The more comments y'all do, the more it help reach people, you feel me? And the better it look for our gangers, you know what I'm saying? Better it look for us, you feel me? So y'all spam the comments, y'all spam the like button, you feel me? Y'all can really say anything y'all want, bro, to be honest. You feel me? Just a free fly zone. Y'all can say whatever, y'all can do whatever y'all want in the comments, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I love y'all boys. Y'all go grab y'all shits and y'all watch this with me, man. Turn up with me, man. I ain't gonna lie. Let's see what's going on today. Am I going to be scared? You know what I'm saying? Am I going to be scared? Let's see. This video came out 2 days ago, too.
On the evening of December 7th, 2000, Trevor Deely went to his office's Christmas party at a nightclub down the street from the Bank of Ireland in Dublin, where he had been working in the IT department.
Like, it be places like Ireland and all that shit that always be having, like, weird shit going on. Like, why it be places like Ireland and shit, bro? It be really places like that that be having weird shit going on, bro. Like Nebraska and shit like that, bro. Hey, man.
For about a year. Upon leaving the party at 3:30 a.m., Trevor couldn't get a ride back to his apartment due to a massive taxi driver's strike, and his only option was to walk home through an area notorious for crime and gang violence.
Ooh.
It was a 20-minute walk home, and since the bank was pretty much just—
Damn, nigga, you had to walk home with gang violence, my nigga. And all that shit was that, bro. I feel bad. I wouldn't have went home that night. Simple as that, bro. I would have stayed at the fucking wherever I was, bro. Not gonna lie.
Just up the street, Trevor decided to make a quick stop at his office to grab his umbrella before walking home in the rain.
Hey, bro,
Strangely,
stay in
the
the
bank's
office, bro.
CCTV footage shows a man dressed in black standing behind one of the pillars of the bank's gate. The man can be seen—
My fault, bro. You can't fucking stay at the bank. Damn, bro, you're fucked. You're fucked, buddy. Yeah, you're fucked. Ain't no way out of this one.
standing there for almost half an hour before Trevor arrives. A little after 3:30, the man in black pulls out his cell phone to take a call, and a few seconds later, Trevor walks by also on the phone. Police later determined that at that exact time, Trevor had made a phone call to a coworker who was still at the bank. The CCTV video shows Trevor arriving at the bank's front gate, and a second man dressed in black steps out of the shadows to talk to him. Trevor ends his call as he opens the gate and talks to the man in black. It doesn't look like they know each other, but Trevor doesn't seem to be scared or concerned. The man simply stands by the gate as Trevor walks in, and a few minutes later, the man in black walks out of the camera's view. Trevor's coworker reported that he and Trevor shared a cup of tea that night and talked about the party for a while, and that Trevor had also logged onto his work computer for a couple of minutes just before he left the bank at about 4 a.m. The CCTV footage shows Trevor stepping out onto the street and opening his umbrella before walking home. He didn't appear to be followed, and a few minutes later at about 4:06 a.m., he made a call to a friend to let him know that everything was alright and that he was on his way home. But since it's—
Hey, bruh. Hey, net. Hey, you fucking net. Like, bro, why do you always fuck with me, my nigga? I swear these nets be always fucking with me when I do a video. I can never do a video in fucking peace.
his friend was still asleep, he left a voicemail. That voicemail would be the last time that anyone heard from Trevor Deely. At 4:14 a.m., Trevor was seen walking by an ATM on a street about 15 minutes away from his apartment. Less than 30 seconds later, a man in black appears on screen, apparently following Trevor. 16 years later in 2016, the CCTV footage was digitally enhanced, and police determined that the man in black from the bank was the same man who later followed him. This
Weird ass, bro. Niggas be weird, bro. We was just talking about this on the game. Bro, niggas be weird, bro. Like, why you think just cause this nigga work at a bank, he got some bank? I don't get it. Why are you following this man, bro? What did this nigga Trevor do to you, my nigga? Honestly.
This was the last footage where Trevor was seen alive. Although he missed work on Friday, his coworkers didn't seem to find it strange, considering that many other employees were still hungover from the party and had also taken the day off. But after his friends and family couldn't get in touch with him over the weekend, and he didn't show up for work on Monday, he was immediately reported missing. Trevor's friends and family led the search from the beginning, and it was actually his friends and not the police who managed to get the disturbing footage from that evening. Unfortunately, they didn't have access to the footage until 4 days after his disappearance, which meant that the police had lost valuable time in the search.
My nigga, police, what the fuck? Bro, these niggas don't help nobody. Like, real shit, nigga, the cops don't help nobody. What the fuck are y'all doing? 4 days, my nigga, 4? Do you know how much stress that the family had to go through to get the footage in the first place? They can't just get this footage. This footage has to be released by 12. They have to, 12 have to release this footage. So they had to sit there and wait 4 days. Yeah.
For Trevor Deely. There may have been
Tell
more
y'all,
CCTV
but they don't want to help,
footage
bro.
of Trevor
They don't want
from
to
that
help.
night. But at the time, CCTV cameras recorded their footage on VHS tapes, which were often recorded over with new footage, erasing the previous footage in the process. Over the years, several theories about Trevor's disappearance have surfaced, but none of them have been confirmed. Some have speculated that he might have been intoxicated that night, which may have caused him to fall into the water under the bridge and drown. But Irish police searched all nearby bodies of water, and no signs of Trevor were ever found. Most people believe that the mysterious man who was seen following Trevor in the CCTV footage had something to do with his disappearance, but to this day he remains unidentified. In 2017, police received a tip from an anonymous source who claimed to know what had happened to Trevor. According to this source, the man who followed Trevor that night was a gang member who murdered Trevor after he refused to help him gain access to the Bank of Ireland building. The man supposedly buried him in the woods a few miles away from where Trevor was last seen.
So did they go in the woods and find a body? Oh, they did, bro. That's tough.
For several weeks, 20 police officers and a search dog continued to search the site, but after 2 months of digging, the search was called off. 23 years after the incident, Trevor Deely's chilling disappearance is an open and active case. The events leading up to it, however, are still a mystery.
That's sad, bro. That's really sad,
On
bro.
November 28, 2012, Emma Philippoff disappeared under very strange circumstances in Victoria, British Columbia. A year before her mysterious disappearance, Emma had fulfilled her lifelong dream of moving to the Canadian West from Perth, Ontario. Although she arrived in Victoria without a job or place to live, Emma quickly moved in with a friend and found work at a local cafe while she looked for her own place to live.
No lie, bro. Why is they playing this scary ass music in my ear, bro? This shit scary as shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? The fucking ring like it. Fucking ring like it's saving me right now.
It seemed to be going well for Emma, but when winter came, she became much more withdrawn and started acting in strange ways. According to her roommate, it wasn't uncommon to see Emma engage in obsessive-compulsive rituals and erratic behaviors, and to fall victim to what seemed to be manic episodes. Just a few months after her arrival in Victoria, Emma abruptly left her friend's apartment, quit her job at the cafe, and began living pretty much anywhere she could find. She stayed at a hotel, camped in the woods, and even slept on boats in Victoria's harbor for a while. By early 2012, Emma was living in a women's shelter in Victoria. That summer, Emma landed a seasonal job at Red Fish Bluefish, a popular seafood restaurant in Victoria's Inner Harbor, where she seemed relatively happy for a while. It was also around that time that Emma bought a red Mazda MPV van in hopes of permanently living on the road and traveling to different cities in the US, Mexico, and Canada. When she left her seasonal job in October, she assured her coworkers that she would be back in the spring. Unfortunately, Emma's mental health struggles kept her from reaching the freedom she longed for, and her behavior grew increasingly erratic and unpredictable. In the months before her disappearance, her friends and some of the staff at the women's shelter mentioned that she had been acting paranoid over an unnamed man she had dated back when she was a culinary school student in Perth. She never mentioned whether they had kept in touch, but this seemed to be one of the
I ain't gonna lie, bro. She was dealing with a toxic nigga, bro. That nigga had her ass like scared, bro. He did something to her, bro. Nigga bro, if she's paranoid about the nigga, bro, the nigga probably threatened her ass, bro. He probably the victim. I mean, he probably the person who did it, bro. I'm not an investigator. I'm just putting 2 and 2 together, bro. Her mental health was always bad because of Buddy. Buddy fucked her up mentally. R.I.P. to you. No funny shit, bro. I'm not trying to be funny. None of this shit, like real shit.
Causes for paranoid behavior. A few weeks before her disappearance, Emma had an episode where she dragged the furniture in the woman's shelter across the street and later claimed that she heard voices coming from the furniture telling her to do it. Around that time, she also gave away and sold many of her personal belongings. On November 20th, Emma was seen on CCTV at the YMCA in Victoria. In this strange video, she can be seen walking in and out of the building several times in the span of 14 minutes. Some people have speculated that she might have been trying to hide from someone, while others claim she was probably waiting for a ride and didn't want to spend the entire time outside in the freezing cold while her ride arrived. But neither of these theories were ever confirmed.
I'm saying though, she don't want to stand out in the cold, but that's the second theory stupid as fuck. If she don't want to stand outside in the cold, why is she walking back outside? Your first theory makes some sense. She could be hiding from somebody. Your second theory just don't add up, bro. Why the fuck would she go back outside in the cold if she don't want to wait in the cold? Nigga, she would have just stayed in there.
3 days after this footage was captured, Emma had a series of emotional conversations over the phone with her mother, during which Emma asked her mother to let her move back in with her in Perth. Her mother agreed, but grew concerned after Emma changed her mind several times between moving back to Perth and staying in Victoria during their conversations. On November 28th, Emma's mother realized she was living in a woman's shelter after she died.
Bro, she at the door, she looking for somebody, but like she looking to see if somebody gone. Literally, bro, somebody is stalking this girl.
Back a number that Emma had called from.
Either that or she just tripping.
And a staff member answered the phone. Concerned about her daughter's well-being, she immediately took a plane to Victoria. Early that same day, at around 8:30 a.m., Emma was captured on CCTV walking into a 7-Eleven and buying a prepaid card for $200. Later that afternoon, she went back to the 7-Eleven to buy a prepaid cell phone.
I'm sorry, bro. I just clipped that net, bro. That nigga was annoying.
Which she never activated. The video shows Emma repeatedly looking out the window and hesitating before leaving the store, as if she was trying to avoid someone on the outside. Her paranoid behavior suggests that she might have been followed or threatened, but this was never confirmed. After finally leaving the 7-Eleven, she arrived back at the shelter at about 6 p.m. to find out that her mother was on her way to pick her up and take her home. Upon hearing the news from a staff member, Emma rushed out the front door and took a cab to the airport. A few minutes later, though, Emma cut the ride short by telling the driver she couldn't afford the $60 ride, even though reports mentioned that she had had over $2,000 on her at the time. Dennis Quay, an acquaintance of Emma, later ran into her at a crossing outside the Empress Hotel at around 8 p.m. She was barefoot, and according to Dennis, she seemed extremely agitated and refused to cross the street. Emma's paranoid behavior led Dennis to ask her if she was being followed, but she assured him that she wasn't. Not knowing what else to do, Dennis called the police to tell them there was a dazed and distressed woman walking barefoot in front of the Empress Hotel. A few minutes later, Victoria police arrived and spoke to Emma for 45 minutes. Somehow, the officers decided that she was not a threat to herself or anyone else, and they let her go.
What?
That was the last.
I'm trying to tell y'all, bro, they don't try to help you. They don't. Bro, it's right in y'all face.
Last time anyone ever saw Emma. 3 hours after she was last seen, her mother arrived at the women's shelter to pick her up, but Emma was nowhere to be found. After her mother reported her missing, the search for Emma Filipoff began. The following morning, investigators found Emma's red Mazda van in the Chateau Victoria Hotel parking lot, where she had paid to get it towed 3 days before her disappearance on November 25th. Inside the van were all of Emma's belongings, including her laptop, passports, a pillow, and clothes, indicating that she might have been planning to move back to Perth or run away. Unfortunately, this is where Emma's case went cold, except for a few mysterious tips. In 2014, a man in a green shirt walked into a convenience store in Gastown, about 75 miles north of Victoria. According to the store owner, the man ripped off a poster advertising a $25,000 reward for finding Emma, telling the owner that Emma wasn't missing. He claimed that Emma was his girlfriend and that she had been living with him and that she ran away from her family because she hated them. Although the store owner reported this to the police, the man was never identified. 4 years later in 2018,
bro, I told y'all it was that man. I told y'all.
Almost 6 years after Emma's disappearance, another man confirmed that he had seen her on the morning after her disappearance, claiming that up until then he hadn't made the connection that the woman he had seen was Emma. According to the man, Emma was standing on the side of the road, barefoot and soaking wet, looking nervous and paranoid as she asked the man for a ride. She claimed she was going to visit a friend in Colwood, about 10 miles from Victoria. The man told Emma he couldn't take her that far, but he drove her a few miles and dropped her off at a nearby gas station. After that, nobody ever saw Emma again. Strangely, the identity of this friend that Emma mentioned she was going to visit is still a mystery. Although Emma's mother has searched non-stop for her daughter for several years, the cause for Emma's disappearance is still unknown. Some people speculate that she might have fallen victim to the man she mentioned she dated back in Perth, even though the police interrogated him and eventually cleared him. Another possibility is that she was kidnapped by the man in the green shirt in the footage. Due to Emma's mental state in the weeks leading up to her disappearance, other people think that her mental health struggles might have gotten the best of her. 11 years later, and police still don't know whether Emma even left the island in the first place, or if she's still out there somewhere.
Good. I ain't gonna lie, boy, that's tough, bro. I ain't gonna lie, Emma, that's tough, bro. But y'all know how I go. That was part 1, my nigga. We need a part 2. Y'all know how I go, my nigga. This is a 21-minute video, bro. Y'all know how I get, man. But Emma, bro, she was a lot going on with that story, bro. I couldn't even really stop and say shit. It was too much going on, bro. That first nigga, it's clear as day who got that nigga, bro. The nigga in the black hoodie. Simple. Don't make it harder than what it is. But if y'all new to the channel, man, make sure y'all boy like, comment, and subscribe if you do. It's your boy KeyDaFreak, man. I'm out, bro. I love y'all niggas, man. Gang, we'll drop part 2 tomorrow.